Ace Bailey went to Utah at pick number 5, and this happened after pretty publicly posturing that he wants to go to Washington at 6, New Orleans at 7, or Brooklyn at 8. Danny Ainge, or his son Austin Ainge, they both work for the Jazz now, says he does not care, and takes Ace Bailey at number 5.
It's a very Ainge thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He's a badass guy and doesn't care. He thinks he can convince Ace Bailey to be happy.
Calls his bluff. Best player available at that pick, probably. So he canceled his workout / visit to Philadelphia, where he's projected to go at number 3. According to Jonathan Gavoni, he hasn't worked out with any teams because of where they want to go, which his camp said they want to be drafted by a team that gives Bailey a path to become a star. So, given Paul George, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey are going to be having the ball a lot in Philadelphia, I guess he didn't want to go there.
I think that's very short-sighted of them. Because I think if you go to Philadelphia, even if you're the 6th man on them next year, you are going to become a bigger name than if you're on the Wizards and they're not making the playoffs. And Ace Bailey, slowly get there. You don't need to become a star rookie year. Most people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, given the health record of that team as well.
Yeah, you're going to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, look at a guy like James Harden, what he did with that Thunder team when he got drafted. I mean, there wasn't a spot for him.
Yeah.
And he was a 4th overall pick, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so similar draft slot.
If you're good enough, you'll become a star. It's not like the NFL where it's like, oh, well, they have Aaron Rodgers and they just got Jordan Love. He can't play this year. If Ace Bailey is really good next year, he could play on any team in the NBA.
But, didn't want to go there. His representation has raised some questions. His agent is Omar Cooper, who is former Auburn guard and Atlanta Hawks guard Sharif Cooper's father. Sharif basically missed half a season due to an eligibility investigation, then declared for the draft when everyone in the industry was like, no, don't do that. He fell to pick 48 and only ended up playing 13 games for the Hawks before bouncing around the G League and then going overseas, where he is now. Kevin Armstrong of NJ Advanced Media reports that Omar Cooper has had legal issues in this past, as he was charged with an attempted murder and possession with intent to distribute cocaine on or by school property in the 1990s.
Who am I?
Okay, so this is 90s.
Yeah.
And indicted in 2003 for possessing a machine gun and a black short clip Uzi. As a result, Cooper served 6 months for the cocaine conviction, while the other charges were dismissed.
Listen, if I'm looking for an agent, I want a guy who will fight for me. So,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sounds like he will.
That's crazy, Dad. Imagine making that your agent. It's just like, hey, even if you love the guy, it's like, hey, let me get me first.
Yeah, also I've heard that Omar isn't certified as an agent per se.
Oh my God.
So don't know what's going on there. I guess he was scouted by Omar in the first place, and that's where the relationship comes from.
I feel like we've seen a lot of entitlement from draft prospects. I mean, call it Shedeur Sanders, call it Ace Bailey. These players think they're already owed something before they enter the league. And I don't know where this entitlement comes from. It's probably all this AAU, kids growing up always being the star of their own team, playing 60 games a year, being the best player, you're going to get all the attention growing up. I mean, Shadeur's coach's son, so that's probably where that trickles down from, getting all that attention. But
it never works out.
It never works out.
Josh Jackson refused to work out for the Boston Celtics, who had the 3rd pick, goes to the Suns at 4. That guy is out of the league, and he was like the #1 recruit coming out of that class. I wonder if it's because they see NBA players basically being able to kind of force themselves to where they want to go. Like Kawhi forced himself out of San Antonio. So they see that hey, if I'm difficult right now, I can get the freedom, but it never works out. And look where he ended up. Probably exactly where he didn't want to go, the Utah Jazz.
I will say the basketball fit with Utah does work out really well.
Oh, 100%.
There's a reason why they took him.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to go to live in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most likely. I do like the basketball fit, though.
I think that team needed a star, and honestly, it might be the best fit for him. It might be a happy accident for Ace Bailey.
When asked about if he had a preferred destination pre-draft, he said, "No, sir, I don't." So
Okay.
Lies. I too can lie.
Yeah. My favorite color is pink. It's not.
So if he does not want to sign with Utah, Utah still has his draft rights for the year. He can't go to another NBA team. So he would either have to sit out or sign for a team overseas until the Jazz trade his draft rights or the year is up. So,
Yeah.
I would bet that we see Ace Bailey in a Jazz jersey at Summer League and probably next year.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll swallow his pride.
Let's say he wins Summer League MVP. If you're the Jazz, are you like, all right, he's not that happy here. Maybe now we can get something for him? Flip him for
I think they're going to play him.
Yeah.
I think
it's a great fit.
Yeah,
I think he got kind of lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe he'll land in Salt Lake City and he's like, wow, look at those mountains.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
I'll go hiking.
Yeah. He also doesn't make great decisions to begin with. Like, I'm from New Jersey, so I feel like I could say this. If you're the top recruit, why are you going to Rutgers? I'm going to the SEC or the ACC or Big East. But like, I'm not going to Rutgers. You have a team with him in the number 2 overall pick, and they can't even make the tournament. I don't think Ace Bailey's a great decision maker. Saying it now.